So let's go around the room. So other than selling sweets at school, because that's just a cliche, what was everyone on this call's first little baby?
Selling sweets at school.
Mine was
Yeah,
buying and
nice, good
selling
answer.
second-hand computers for my work
Yeah?
experience. Was the first chance. Yeah, buying
Alan
and selling second-hand computers.
Sugar.
It was great, mate. I loved it. And it was all cash. And it was all this, that, and the other. And do a deal with the old person who didn't know they were buying. And yeah, it was good fun. But then I went to B&Q because it had some legs because I could do something with my life and time. And I was on customer service and I used to learn all the products and knew exactly where all the aisles were. If there was a quiz about B&Q in Farnborough and they moved into a brand new like facility, which is like 3 times the size of the old one. So I helped with the logistics of that. And then yeah, it was good. I just love being around building products and problems and people. And there's always the older people who used to have a right old little moan and about their broken lawnmower and just calm them down and say, look, it's not the end of the world. We'll get you another one sorted. And it was just dealing with that pressure of problem pressure.
Selling second-hand computers in summary. We somehow got on 12 people with lawnmowers there quickly. Ryan, yours was sweets.
So selling sweets, dog walking, paper round, sold some hamsters, and then one that was an endeavour I should have really doubled down on but didn't. There's a few times when there's Glastonbury Festival when I lived in Somerset for a short period. Glastonbury Festival would come in, and mate, the queue that would go through the towns to get into Glastonbury, like these cars would be sat there in the scorching heat for ages. So me and my mates would get ice boxes, fill them with like really cheap ice creams and like cans and stuff like that, and just walk the line, and people would pay you £5 for a cow, like the most basic thing you could think of, like a flake or something. And we'd clear like hundreds of pounds in a day, like just doing that. And I wish I'd tripled down on that a bit more. Would have cleared a few grand.
You've only got a week though there of sales window.
Yeah, so it's not a sustainable model, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you've got to find queues.
Seasonal.
I work 1 week of the year.
So selling hamsters. Go on, shut him down, Jack.
Yeah. On the hamster front, did you offer warranties?
No, so it was all it was off market sort of deals.
Yeah,
what we do. Yeah.
Ryan had a jacket like this in the playground. Right, want a brown one or a white one?
Yeah, with holes in his pockets where they're chewed through.
Yeah.
D, you just went straight into running a lettings business at 12 years old, didn't you?
So I really, very, very, like even smaller than that, really small scale stuff. And I kid you not, is even as a child, I don't even know how old I was, really early primary school, because it was in my old house. Was creating word searches and trying to sell them to immediate friends and family for 50 pence each. Ironing. I wanted to set up an ironing business when I was again still in primary school. I was ironing. For some reason, I liked ironing, and I was helping my mum all the time. And I was like,
how there was you found a missus doing word searches and ironing businesses?
Yeah, obviously none of those took off. But I tell you one thing as well that what they said. Sorry, Jack, I'm not sure if you said just, but we'll come to now. Is that they also said the common trait with successful entrepreneurs is that they've got a gaming background, or they were into gaming, and the reason why is because business can be gamified. It's like a scoreboard. And there was a billionaire interview I watched, and they talked about the money side, and he said, "Mate, I couldn't give two fucks about the money. The money is a scoreboard. The money we create and generate, we want to build it as big as we can because it's a scoreboard." And that's what was actually, which is interesting. I was two different sources, but you connect them together. It's like, of course. And when I was young, me and my brother used to fill our beds with PS2 games, and stupidly, we would never do it. We used to say, right, we'll race to whoever completes all the games first. And obviously, some of the games like Grand Theft Auto, which takes like 2 years to complete. So it's like,
yeah. I mean, on that point of gamifying, though, so I had a good chat with a few people recently about this, just because it sort of came to mind. So I remember back to when I really got like into business and watched a podcast, and I can't remember who it was. I want to say it's Steve Jobs, but I really don't think it was. I think it was someone more rogue, like a banker, who said, if you're a competitive person or a sporty person, and you want to compete in sports and things like that. Yeah, and I was super sporty growing up, uber competitive. And he said that there is no competition like business, like, because sports is competitive, but it's usually quite linear and it's quite domain specific, and you can be quite secure in your path and things like that once you've like really nailed it, once you've honed it in. But in business, you could be the best businessman in the world, but the markets, competitors, there's so many challenges that if you want to be in a really competitive lane or career, and you're genuinely like one of those people that wants to be top dog all the time, wants to fight for success, then business is like so much better than football or like some other sport you can go into. So that's what really got me going into business, was that recognition of shit, you can put competitiveness into business because it's basically just one big game of who wins and who loses.
The Michael Jordan documentary on Netflix is a really good. He's basically successful because he's super competitive. You know, every time he walked out onto the court, all he wanted to do was be the best. All he had to be was better than the best there every game, and he was admirable for that.
There's a great book called The Great Game of Business. Jack, go on.
So my dad had a container yard, and because my dad can't read or write, from a young age, he would get me to sell things for him on eBay. I set up my eBay account when I was just about 13 and a half years old. So I was basically my dad's PA on selling items for him for online. And then I came to realize, and it was quite a quick realization really, that I could approach other people in the same yard that had their own shipping container, ask them what they would sell items for within their shipping container, list it for 20-30% more, not have to buy the inventory and only buy it off them if I sell it online. So I started selling. He had like 50 containers, so I was selling left, right, and center, literally anything, furniture, DVDs, you know, anything I could get my hands on. I've also got a fun story about when I worked as a young teenager at Chelsea Flower Show. I got posted to work in Chelsea Flower Show, and basically I was working I was on like £5.60 an hour serving sandwiches out of this sandwich shop. And at the end of the day, we had loads of bread left, and it was a really high-end bakery that was delivering. It's actually the same bakery that Jamie Oliver's restaurants would use. But there was loads of bread left, so I'd literally fill like a black sack, stand by the exit of the Chelsea Flower Show, and sell them at £1 a pop. And some days I was selling like 450 loaves of bread. And my hourly,
it's a big black bag.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
no, well, I do shuttle runs.
I was going to say.
So
air balloon, like.
So yeah, like trading, almost like market trader is like my bag. Like shouting at the top of the voice, flirting with the old ladies. Yeah, I mean,
Stuart, I reckon you'd be good at I reckon you. Imagine you and Stuart together, like. All right, ladies. Yeah, I got my fresh hot rolls here. I tell you, I'll do you a bargain. £1 each or 3 for 3. But I remember Jack going around boot sales and Sundays, and like I was on my getting items and selling them on eBay, and then I grew that and I started importing from China as well. I think we've all. That's the thing, though. If you look at all of us, naturally, just and obviously yourself, Stu, did you were involved in business quite young as well, weren't you? And your loft business as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, but just thinking what Jack was saying, I used to love going around car boot sales. Where there's something to do in the summer holidays, and but I would never I'll just trade it with like friends I'd see all the time. So I know that would be like the in thing, and then you just buy a bit more of them. You'd keep one. You'd basically get yours for free, and you'd sell on 2 or 3 other bits. It's just I think all of us are the same connection as you. We all love the thrill of bartering and feeling like it's a win-win. They get what they want. Yeah. You make a bit of a margin.
I love the thrill of a deal. One of my texts, like, even do you find how business migrates into like social life, and some people just look at you like you're such a weirdo? Like if for example I'm on a stag do, I'll always go into the pub first. I'll say, look, if 20 of us come in here and have at least 3 drinks each, can we have the beer rate at happy hour rate? And most play, because then I'll go, we'll go next door. It's up to you. It's up to you. We'll do that. And then most of them go, yeah, all right. And then all the boys are like, oh, wow, what a good idea.
They've never negotiated. Like, I tell you, this honestly, go for no. It's such a thing, but this is life-changing for people. I give this out to my staff, and every time they come in and they ask me a question, I think they haven't pushed, then I basically say, I just say this. I say, just go for no. And I don't even answer the question. They know what I mean.
Yeah, they know what you mean.
But
go for no, man.
Back to let's do the 9 steps then.
Yeah. So Richard Harpin's book, he kindly engraved it for me as well, and his message His message is, Dorian, well done on Cast Stealth Group and what you're achieving for social housing in this country. So he understands my cause. He
Sell it.
knows
Yeah,
that we're on.
he's harping on a bit now, isn't he?
It is.
Oh, I didn't get it in early.
Oh, you're waiting for that.
Tag him in this
Have you got a
Thanks,
Freddo
Dickie.
analogy for him?
A Freddo analogy. Thanks, Dickie.
I'll wait for it midway through. Richard Hartman's a bit like a car, and just
I haven't done car analogy in a while. I don't know the geezer enough to give you an analogy, but I'm sure I'll come up with something funny.
Stuart met him with me as well when we first went to a business leader event. Stuart, like a year and a half, 2 years ago now, I think that was, mate, something like that. It was fun.
I was at his house recently doing the sit down dinner round table with all his people, and he's fucking really sound guy, super sound.